Hey everybody, you ready to play some Hearthstone? It's Zomniac the Hearthstone Noob.
Okay, so we just got done losing to an odd mage deck that looked like some kind of hybrid mid-range deck. I have not come across that before. You're going to see, I think the meta is going to shift. It's going to broaden quite a bit. I don't think there's going to be room in hands anymore for any one high-end card, like, you know, right after Nax,
versus Valera.
or right after
I will be your death.
GVG came out. Everybody was running Dr. Boom. Everybody. I mean, there were some others, other versions of that, but this is a shit hand. This is a shit show. Kind of want to keep my Iron Sensei though, because he rarely comes up anymore. I mean, I think I've seen him twice in the 4 games I've played, so I'm almost tempted to keep one of my piloted shredders too. But really, what we want to mulligan for is the mech warpers. They're the basis for our hand. I mean, the mech warper is, there we go. The mech warper is our hand. I mean, without a mech warper, we're kind of lost, you know? I mean, the mech warper is the game. So we gotta get out of mech warper. Hope she's not running some kind of weird backstab or something. But this gives us the chance to play our Iron Sensei and our Anoyotron and hit for 2. And almost every time that I've had an Iron Sensei and an Anoyotron out, it almost always buffs the Anoyotron. Thank you, RN Jesus. Just thank you. Backstab
this guy's toast.
or SI agent the Iron Sensei. That's a smart move. Yeah, take the 3 damage. There you go. Well, we're gonna. This is perfect. Pilot Shredder Micro Machine. And you know what? We still got a 1-cost taunt, man. Now what I really need is I need my mechs to give me spare parts, or I need my Tinkertown techs, or, you know. See, we got 6 damage out of that guy. We got 6 damage out of that guy. How awesome is that? Sap him. I can play him again next turn, no problem. So he's only 3. He's only 3. Cogmaster. Holy crap, Cogmaster. So yeah, we'll do piloted shredder. Kind of want to save my Cogmaster. Yeah, let's save the Cogmaster. Let's do this. Let's have our daggers set up for when we tinker oil. Or, yeah, tinker sharp sword oil. We can tinker oil the next turn with Cogmaster. And granted, we won't get the Cogmaster on this turn, but... Oh, that was a brilliant play. That was a brilliant play. And you know why it was a brilliant play? It was a brilliant play for one good reason. One good reason is that That was going to be able to take out Sludge Master. So what we do now is well, there's nothing because that's got a 3. So we gotta do. Hope I get a really good drop on this.
Scrub.
No.
Here we go.
That's okay. In any case, we can get out our Cogmaster. We can get out our Enhancer Mechano, and let's load up again. And I got Wind Fury on my Mech Warper. That's awesome. I got Wind Fury on him too. She's going to have to backstab. Yep.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Backstab or whatever she has to do that guy. She had a combo to do that. But we're gonna boom town her ass next turn. Yeah, we're gonna boom town her ass. No, we're not. No, we're not. Watch this shit. Oh, yeah, no, we got a boom tower. And we've got to do this, that. That's a good trade. In my opinion, that's a good trade. That's just a good trade. She's down to 9. I got 27. She's lost the game already. Unless she can pull out 27 damage in one card play, I seriously doubt. I mean, even with a really good taunt right now, there's nothing keeping it. Yeah, she can go up to 5 all she wants. Tinker Oil? Sure. There you go. Take out my... But then you're taking the damage. You're taking the damage. And we're going to do a well played.
Well played. Here we go.
And that's it. That's all she wrote. That's the dirtiest way to play the Tinker Oil, because it really does only it reduces that 4 cost card to nothing better than a 1 extra attack deadly poison. That's all it does. It's dirty, it's inefficient, but if it's all you've got, without a minion on the board and without having comboed it, because you got to play your minion, you got to play a minion. And here's the other drawback about the Tinkertown Oil. I mean, it's a great card. It's a great cost card for what it does. But here's the caveat: you combo that with anything other than a minion, and you're good, because especially at the start, at the start of your turn, you combo it with any other card than a minion at the start of your turn with minions on the board, and you're going to get a +4 attack to a minion. Okay. You can do the same sort of thing by doing 2 Tinker Oils, using one as your +4 on your dagger, and then the other one to combo off of the first one to give a minion +4 and you +4 again. And that's only slightly less efficient than what I just did. The more efficient play is to have I don't know, throw out in the case of my deck, throw out a Micro Machine, and then throw out your 2 Tinkertowns on turn 9, and really, your Tinker's Oil. You hope you get, or Cogmaster. Cogmaster would work too, because that's only a 1 cost rather than the Micro Machine being a 2 cost. Throw out a Cogmaster, and then your two Tinker's Oils on turn 9, and then what you end up with is, and hope that the +4 attack doesn't hit your Cogmaster, because you just played it and you can't attack with it that turn. So there's a lot of different things at play when you're playing with the Tinker's Oil. But what I just did is kind of one of those things in a pinch that is really good at getting around a low attack taunt, like a Nullifier or a for Grizzlies that are 3/3s. Though that's good to get around one of those. If you have to throw a Tinker Oil out, you get a +4 attack on your dagger. But the maximum efficiency is to have attacking minions on the board, combo into both Tinker Oils with full dagger durability open. Because then you've got your two attacks with the buffed dagger. And then on top of that, you got to worry about that stupid acidic ooze possibly coming out, or if anybody still runs it, the Harrison Jones card. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. We got 1 win. You're gonna see 1 win, 1 victory here. Boom. You're gonna see the little pop up. Oh, Rogue Warrior victory. And I'll see you in the next game. Okay, so you're going to have to forgive the rattling noise outside. That's actually an ambulance. It seems like there might be some issue down at the bar above which I live. So if there's some loud background noise, I apologize. But quick overview of the last game. The last game was the first of 2 wins that I need to complete the Rogue or Warrior Victory quest that I'm on, and the last few games actually I've been playing with the my three favorite decks that I have right now, which are my Ebola Hunter. And that's the only reason why I call it the Ebola Hunter, is because it runs 2 Leopard Gnomes, and your best play is that you get a coin. You get the coin. Your opponent doesn't have anything to trade on the board on turn 1. You get the turn, and you can throw out both Leopard Gnomes if you've got them in your hands with the coin, and then hopefully you can run them down by 2 health per gnome, and then 2 more health per gnome when traded. Optimally, you've got a clear board all the way through turn 3, in which case you will have already issued 2, 4, 6, 8 damage before even having to trade the gnomes or sack the gnomes, and which, the death rattle causes 2 more damage. And then that's just early lead. That's just huge early lead for a hunter. So I call him an Ebola Hunter because your Leopard Gnomes do some seriously massive work. And I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't know why every hand doesn't run Leopard Gnomes. I really don't. I think the meta does prescribe for it. But my Wrecker Rogue, I've been loving this thing. It runs Tinker, Sharp Sword, Oil, 2 of those. It runs Cogmasters and Tinkertown Techs, to take advantage of the non-mech cards that get either both of them get buffed, but the Tinkertown tech not only gets buffed, but it also gives you a spare part card if you have a mech on the board, and the rest of that deck is nothing but mechs, 2 Arcane Nullifiers and 2 Annoyatrons for taunts, and then hopefully you get some the taunt cards, spare part cards, as well to stave off any damage. But it also runs heal bots, which are just value, just value cards. 5 mana, 3/3 minion to get 8 health. 8 health for 5 mana is sweet in and of itself, but to also get a 3/3 pretty heavy body minion on the board. Yeah, it's late game, but hopefully you've got it behind the taunt and it can be used as a trading tool, or to get a good solid 1 or 2 hits on your opponent. Also runs Sneeds, which usually just gets silenced, I've noticed, but that's still a great body on the board. That's a 5 damage card, that's going to run your opponent down pretty quickly, even if it's silenced. And if it's not silenced, hey, it pops out a minion when it dies. So, and hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's not a Doomsayer or something equally naughty. But there's some other synergies in that deck that just seems to mech warpers so that your mechs are cheaper, and of course Dr. Boom, because who doesn't love that guy? He pops out 2 mechs, and in a pinch those guys can RNG the face right around taunts. So and I've won a couple of games doing that. And of course my other one is my Gangland Warrior that's a kind of a modified version of Caparion's Brawler Warrior deck, that has a bunch of tools for duplicating your Grim Patron. So you've got a couple Grim Patron cards in there, which for the cost, it's really hard to justify a 5 mana 3/3 card that does nothing for your board unless it's triggered. So you've got to be not only ready for the 5 cost of the mana the 5 mana that it costs just to drop that card, but you also have to have your tools ready. So you're not going to be ready to set up your board until possibly you've already got a Warsong Commander out, so that so that your 3 and under minions have charge, but also that you've got something big to trigger it, like you've already pre-established Deathspite, the Deathspite Axe, which when its durability gets to 0, it does a whirlwind effect. Then say you've also got a whirlwind, or say you've got an inner rage. If you've got inner rages, that's awesome. You can actually fill up your board quickly with some 5/2s and a bunch of 3/3s and a couple of 3/2s, really quickly, provided you've got the mana for it. So this one's kind of hard. The Gangland Warrior takes a while to build up. You've got card draw in there to get you to those cards, and I think it's also running Therasan, so you could possibly have a handful of cards, drop Therasan, and everything gets dropped by one cost, which is awesome, because that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do, is you want to get, I mean, that's the whole point of this game, right? Is to burn down your opponent's health while smartly playing cards that are cheaper and trading minions for as high a value as we possibly can. It's the whole point of this game. It's a very strong mathematical chess match between your resource mana and the health and the potency of your cards, right? So let's go ahead and try to run another Wrecker Rogue to get another win for my, I don't know why I say our. You're not playing this game, I am. But I would love it if you left comments and suggestions in the comments below, and let me know how you like these videos, if in fact you do. If you don't, that's no big sweat. Let's try to keep the comments civil, and just enjoy the games. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna run in here with Wrecker Rogue one more time before I call it bedtime, to see if we can't get one more win to get our quest fulfilled. So here we go. We're heading in. Lately, I've been getting really sucky cards at the beginning, so it's been a whole lot of bullshit at the beginning of of these games. Ideally, I'd love to have a Cogmaster come out and maybe a micro machine or two. Oh boy, we got another mirror match.
What?
I won the last one. I think I won the last one. Yeah, I did win the last one. So we got a couple of Clockwork Gnomes. That's not bad. That's not bad. Clockwork Gnomes are awesome to start off the game. I hate not having turn 2. I could have sacked one of these guys, I guess. Mulliganed one of these guys. Hopefully we draw a turn 2 card. Hopefully we get hopefully get a micro machine. Cogmaster will work. Cogmaster will work. Now the great thing about this is he's going to be tempted on turn 2 to dagger up and take him out, which gives him 2 damage right away. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's have him deal with this right away. Let's have him deal with that right away. On turn 2, how do you deal with that? Backstabs. Really about the only thing you can do. Dagger one of them, sure, to get rid of the 2, but you've already taken 2. Go for the one that didn't attack you. What did that guy ever do to you? Seriously, what did he ever do to you? So we've got to put out the Iron Sensei, because he's definitely going to buff my... Or do we do the... Yeah, we do Spider Tank, because it's just a beefier card. It's a better card. It's a better card. It's a beefier card. And then we'll throw out the Iron Sensei, because to be honest with you, if he backstabs this guy and he's got to backstab one of the 3 3 attack minions. I would, if I had it in my hand, I would backstab one of those guys, because to have that much damage on the board, to have 8 damage on the board it's a little too much, you know. It just is. So now's the time that I really contemplate whether or not to throw out. Yeah, we do this because we can't. Yeah, you know what? We don't sack. So now we've got 3 cost, and we get have a choice of who to sack this guy into. Although I could have frozen him. Probably should have frozen him because now he's got options to clear my board. But that's okay. I don't think that's technically a mistake. Technically, I think it was just a strategy on my behalf. If he goes for the Cogmaster, that's the lower value of the 2. That's the much lower value. That's a bad trade. He should trade the Spider Tank for his damaged column, which he will do. That's just the smart play. But technically, I got better value out of that card because I cleared out his Harvest Golem with that card.
The pleasure is mine.
Okay, that was a smart play. That was a smart play, except for one problem.
Hurry up! Portals online!
Come close and listen.
I'll fix you!
Now he has to backstab my mech worker. He has to. And he can't attack my Iron Sensei. He could combo in he's got 5 mana, so he could backstab, combo in an SI7 agent if he has those cards. If not, it doesn't matter because I still have him on health.
So many options.
Yeah, so many options. Make one. Sometimes I get impatient. I realize, by the way, before everybody comments 1,000 times on my gameplay dragging on, that my commentary on the game is causing the game to drag on a little longer than I normally would play. You should see me when I play without having to comment on everything. I make much rasher decisions. I play real quick and fast and loose with my plays. It's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous. That was not the smartest play. He must not have a backstab or an SI7 agent in his hand, which I'm guessing he doesn't.
I wonder.
We can pretty much run the board now. I'm scared to, though, because he could dagger up.
I wonder.
He could have in his hand, not on turn 6 though. He wouldn't be able to do that on turn 6.
Well played.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do that on turn 6.
Portals online!
I'm gonna have to take out this guy.
Too soon.
Just go for face. Because now it gives him the choice. He has to go for something. Has to go for something. And I've got a full board. Unless you got a taunt or something. Even if you have a taunt. Backstab something. Yeah. See, I knew he didn't have the cards. Because if he did have the cards, he would have played him by now. He would have backstabbed somebody early. He would have taken out my buffed mech warper. So that's two wins in my. Yay! I get 40 extra gold. That puts me up to, I think 215. 215. I could get to 225 tonight. In fact, I'll see you on the flip side for game number 3 of tonight's run. How does that sound? Game number 3 of tonight's run. Actually, it'll be game number 4 because the first one I lost and it was a bad loss and the video got corrupted and we're just not going to talk about it. So, so I'm sorry if anybody missed that. I think in the first game that I won tonight, I commented on that. So it's not like I'm trying to cheat anybody. You saw my rank. You knew that I had lost one. So anyway, here we go. I'll see you on the flip side for game 3, and hopefully we can get that precious 10 gold that you get from winning 3 games. See you on the flip side, guys. Okay, still apologizing for the ambulance outside. It is really loud, but something's going on downstairs, and I don't know what, but seems like somebody might be in distress, and so the ambulances are out, and they have very, very loud engines when they idle. Apparently when they idle, they have to idle really with the pedal all the way down to the floorboards, because that is the loudest engine I've ever heard just idling. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're game 3 of the hopeful win streak tonight. If I do win this one, I promise a 4th. Because when I am in a win streak, I like to play 1 game after the win streak, and whether I win or lose, I quit after that. Unless I'm in a marathon session, it's just the way I do. But I'm loving this Record Road deck, and so far we've had some pretty interesting combos. We've had some games. That last game was straight up no combo, really. There was no, I mean, other than having 2 mech warpers out, getting the buff from the sensei. There haven't been any true combos, or there wasn't really any true.
Watch your.
Yeah, the double Tinkertown or Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil, double Sharp Sword Oil was a thing in a game a couple games back, but we're running against a mage, which means ping town, ping city, ping a ding ding. So we gotta watch our P's and Q's. Like the Iron Sensei is gonna go down in 2 turns if he wants to spend 2 mana on a single damage. See, there's. Well, let's mulligan real quick here, so we don't lose it. No 1-costers. They're driving off now, so it's not a big deal. Oh, we might have a mech mage, which means we will have. We're gonna have some freezes in here. We're gonna do that. We just have to. We have to. I hate doing it, but we have to clear the board, because God knows what comes out on turn 2. And it's good. Turn 2 is gonna be a snow chugger again. If he has it, or an Annoyatron, one of the 2. So now we can actually put out our mech warper. No, you know what? We put out our micro machine. Take out the shield. I would like my own Annoyatrons sometime soon, thank you very much. Just saying. And the ping off. There we go. Of course. Of course that's what would happen. So now we have 3.
So many options.
We'll put out the mech warper. Excuse me. Holy crap, where'd that come from? Put out the mech warper, and she's gonna have this guy, Smoochies, is gonna have an answer for this. Gonna take him out right away. Or maybe not. Oh, no. Freezy freezes. But that's okay. We don't need him for the attack. What we need him for is for the buffs. For the buffs and for the spare parts. That's what we need him for. And now they're just hoping to draw. That didn't go very well. Oh boy. Do we do it? Yes, we do.
Come close.
We do, because we can.
Expedition commencing. For Tinkertown!
Absolutely. For Tinkertown.
Escape! Escape!
Job's done.
Excellent. So now my mech warper's outside of the range of a single card. Unless she wants to burn, unless he, I keep wanting to say she because it's Jaina Proudmoore. That's my own gender bias, sorry. I absolutely know that's more than likely going to be a dude behind there. You can't rush him without taking out my Neutron, which you're gonna have to do anyways. And then you try to take out the mech warper. Go ahead, you're gonna ping out the mech warper. That's great, but the Iron Sensei is gonna buff now my Enhanso Meccano. So now we can put out one more mech. Oh, it's between freezing somebody and taking them out. And you know what we're going to do is we're going to freeze somebody. We're going to keep going.
Silent, but deadly.
Because we want to keep that shield on the Sensei, which he should have pinged off the first turn. He's just not getting very good with the Blast Mage at all. That's a sad thing. That is a sad thing. That's a sad, sad thing. But that's okay. That's alright.
Here we go.
Silent, but deadly.
Job's done.
I want him to buff. I want him to buff the one that's damaged. And he doesn't. He doesn't buff the one that's damaged, which means the one that's damaged gets taken out. Taken out.
I can fix anything!
Good. You still lose, though. Do you realize that? You're still gonna lose. Yeah, you lost.
Well played. You win. Here we go.
Yeah, see, they always give up when they see the Tinker Oils come out. Okay, so that That was somebody rage quitting. I guarantee it, because they're like, I got him with my Dr. Boom! And, oh crap, I don't have enough mana to ping off one of the Dr. Boom, one of the bombs. So that was, oh no, here comes the Tinker Oil. Blah, blah. There's two of them. Shoot. Dag nabbit. Now they've got enough damage to go for me. And to be honest with you, I might have. I've been known to be honest with you, I've been known to screw things up by BMing on more than one occasion. Let's just put it that way. Where, I'm like, I'm going to be bad-mannered and I'm going to go do some crazy stuff and play some extra cards and do this and do that. And I don't calculate exactly right how to do what I need to do in order to get lethal. So on more than a couple of occasions, I've come one short or two short when I absolutely had him in the bag. Like I decide I'm going to take out a couple of his minions before I go for the face when there's no taunts, and it doesn't matter that, I just go for the face. But he's been giving me a run all day. His whole game has been nothing but griefing me and which I know is just, it's just, I know that it's just them playing their game and it's just me playing my game. But it still feels personal, even though it's very anonymous. I don't know Smooch from a hole in the ground, But I did put that. I put that judgment on him that he's like, I see the two tinker oils, and I'm gonna freaking flip I'm gonna flip out and just quit because I can't take it. When really we were just playing our games. It's kind of like those guys that friend you after a match and they're like, why do you only play that deck? Don't you know how to play a real game? I play this deck because only real men can play this deck, or only real women can play this deck. Only real people can play this deck by using their brains. How about? Because this is not a forgiving game. It's very black and white. You've got a set number of health points. You've got a set number of mana. I've got a set number of health points, a set number of mana. I have constructed my deck. You have constructed your deck. Wherever the hell we got our ideas for our deck constructions, it doesn't matter, because ultimately it's us who makes the decisions on the mulligans. It's the randomness of the card draw, and it's how we decide to trade our minions, go for face, go for the combos. It's the variety of play and the inventiveness of play that makes this a fun game. So it's not the deck that makes the person, it's the person that makes the deck. Because I've seen some pretty atrocious face hunters before, Don't know the deck, don't know how to play it, make some really dumb trades. Like, you don't trade up, you trade down. You always trade, you don't trade down, you trade up. You know what I mean? And I've seen some guys, my favorite is when they throw out the Unleash the Hounds to get only one hound just to take out your 1/1. Or just to take out, there are some times when you do it, say you've whittled down a core hound to 1, throw out your Unleash the Hounds to get rid of their 9/1 core hound. That's a good use of that spell. But anyway, I digress. That was my third win in a row, and we're going to pop the top off this victory. See that we got 3 wins in a row. We get a sack of gold there. Sack of gold. And as promised, I told you if I got into a win streak that I would that I would come back in the next game. So I will. I'm going to play one more game before calling it a night. So I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, here we are in game 4 of the night. Technically game 5, but I lost a really bad game at the beginning, and the video file got corrupted for whatever reason. I know I've explained that several times throughout the night, but it's okay, man. It's all right. So we're gonna keep going with the record road because she's been doing well for us so far, and this, I believe, will actually give us a win streak, and give me an extra star. So let's see. Last hand was a pretty bad hand. I have to admit, there was a whole lot of 2s in there, and very little 1s, you know? I would have liked to have seen
Valera.
some of my 1 costs in there.
I will fight with honor.
These guys are tough. Paladins are tough. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna everything but the Iron Sensei, just because I like having him around, just in case. There we go. Good. Clockwork Gnome. We can get a spare part right away. Excellent.
I am ready. I can fix anything.
I'm gonna have a real problem if he summons a guy right now.
I wonder.
And the reason why is I hate trading a 2-1 for a 1-1. I just hate it. I don't know why. I know it's equal value. Or it's not even equal value. That cost him 2 for a 1-1. This cost me 1 for 2-1. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Okay, because it's going to be turn 3 for him, and I know he's probably got a hammer.
Powering up. Portals online.
And he will hammer in the evening, and he will hammer in the morning all over this land. Or he's got a blessing. Just in case he's got a blessing, I'm gonna sack the guy anyway. Got to freeze. That's good. Freeze, in my opinion, is the best of the cards. It just is. And the reason why it is because you can actually stop another minion from attacking you. Period.
Portals online.
Hello. I am ready.
Whew. Okay, so now we do this.
Come close and listen.
We do... I really want to freeze something. But I'm not going to.
I'll fix you.
I'm going to go ahead and do this.
Escape.
Yeah, we're gonna... No, we're not gonna freeze anything. We're not gonna freeze anything. Go ahead and do the trades. Oh, that's right! I forgot about my sensei! Take out my sensei, doesn't matter, did his job. You have to. I love it. You have to sacrifice so much to clear my board. This is awesome. Oh, it's so great. And you know why it's great? It just is great. It just feels good. So we're going to put this out, which he is going to have to use his True Silver Champion on. And regardless of his heals, that's what burning the quality on one card, really? Okay. Okay. That's kind of odd, but alright. I want to make a prediction that we've lost this one already. I don't know why it feels that way, but it does. I need to do the piloted shredder. Yeah, we want a spare part. At least we got rid of his weapon. Thank you very much. I should thank him for that.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, we're gonna freeze that guy right away.
I can fix anything.
Here we
Take out
go.
his mech warper once and for all. And then we gotta... We gotta find a way to get a swap. Now would be a perfect time for a swapper. Perfect.
Reporting for duty.
Come close and listen.
Here we go.
Put your faith in the light.
Now is when I really wish that I had my heal.
Here we go.
Silent, but
Yeah, we lost. We lost. Good game. Well played.
Well played.
Good game, dude.
Too soon. I
Well played. Well played. We couldn't. There's nothing I could have done about that. I must have made a misplay somewhere. I will watch this again. But yeah. I wonder, that keeps running after... That's interesting. It's kind of annoying, actually, so I'm going to get out of this while I comment. I died defeated. I am defeated to the mighty paladin. Paladins are tough because they have lots of heals, man. They got lots of heals. And there's not a whole lot of heavy hitters in this unless I get the combos, you know? And it's all about burning them down in a turn so he can't get those heals off. So, what you find with a paladin though is they've got taunts, they've got, you know, you saw Tyrion come out. And shields up the wazoo, so you have to hit the minion twice. So they've got a lot of board control and a lot of heals, and I'm wondering if it might be worth it to make a Wrecker Paladin deck, because that shielded mini bot is just badass, and yeah, so there's that. I don't remember. Maybe the shielded mini bot is available as a. Maybe that's a common card. I'm gonna double check, but I'm not sure. And it's 2 cost. Well, we can just search it. Yeah, it's a Paladin only card. That's what I thought. That shielded minibot is one hell of a card, and I mean, that's just high value for one card. But anyway, the whole point is those Paladins are really tough to win against unless they play their hand completely wrong, or they get a bad draw, or they don't top deck anything. And he played that just right, getting out Tyrion when he could, which is just a tough card if you have no silences. And I do not run silences in the Wrecker Rogue deck because for the most part you can deal with it, with a mini bot that's been buffed up several turns, with taunts, with what have you, And I've always been a proponent of the kind of play where you let him come to you, trade when necessary, but for the most part you let him come to you, especially when it comes to attacking with a taunt. You really got to weigh the pro and the con against that. That's one of the bigger plays that you can make in this game. One of the bigger mistakes that you can make in this game is attacking with a taunt. Now, in some cases, it's justified. It makes sense because you're actually clearing out the minion. But if you're attacking the enemy, an enemy minion with a taunt, you better be sure you're clearing him off the board, because the next turn he could clear your taunt. And it's always better. You're always, when you attack with a taunt, what you're doing is you're doing his job for you, or for him. You're doing his job for him by reducing the health of your minion in addition to the health of his minion, but on the next turn he's got that minion to attack with if he's not dead. See what I'm saying? So with the Paladin, it's real tough because they've got taunts, they've got heals, and they've got a hero power that they can buff to high heaven with those. I mean, you saw that mini bot, that shielded mini bot. I should have gotten rid of that shield right away. I know that was probably a misplay. I know that looking at my Cogmaster, I was looking at it at a lot higher cost than it really was. And in the end, the Cogmaster is just a 1 cost minion. Even if it's buffed, it's just a 1 cost minion, and that's kind of hard to get your head wrapped around. Shielded Minibot is a 2 cost minion, so that would have been a good trade just to get rid of the shield. Because you're getting rid of the shield, then you're leaving him an exposed 2/2, and I probably should have done that. Even if he did come back and mighty and give it the might card, whatever that's called, I can't remember what it's called, but even if he did give it might on the next turn, it's still an exposed to whatever, for whatever, so or 2, yeah, it would have Power of Might, I think is what it's called. Or Blessing of Might. The Blessing of Might card, giving it, I think it's a 4 attack. And that's just, yeah, that's probably where my misplay was. But anyway, that's it for me tonight. I hope you enjoy these videos. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how to work YouTube's probably better than I do. And let me know if you want me to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing it for my own edification, but whether or not I upload the videos is entirely up to you. So, good night from Zomniac the Hearthstone Noob. Even though I've been playing this since the beta, still don't have my head wrapped around some of the grander plays of this game, or the grander meta of this game, or even how looking at a 3/2 minion and wrapping my head around the fact that it only cost me 1 mana to play and it's okay to sack it into a shield that it's a good play. Well, could have used my Annoyatrons at some point, all that good stuff. But anyway, point is, I lost that game, and here I am signing off. The end of the day. I hope your hearths are warm and your hearts are warmer. That one's corny too. Damn it, I gotta come up with a much better sign off. Anyway, have a good night. We'll see you in Sleepy Town, or God, that's even worse. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you for the next round of Hearthstone play.